Hello there, and welcome. Tonight, we drift through a quiet map of tomorrow, where science moves like a tide, and our lives sway gently with it. We'll pass rooftops that sip sunlight, gardens stacked toward the sky, and clinics where medicine listens closely to each person's story. In the hush between heartbeats, machines learn to notice what we miss, while rivers of clean energy light warm windows after dusk. Far above, small explorers trace pale paths to the moon and beyond, carrying our patient questions into the dark. Down here, cities slow to walking pace, neighbors share power and shade, and classrooms open like windows on a calmer wind. This is not a tale of sudden leaps, but of careful steps, of tools that heal, of kindness practiced, of choices made with steady hands. Breathe in, settle back, and let curiosity lead you. Let's begin, and if you want to sleep better every day, subscribe to our channel and comment where you're watching from. Humanity continues to live longer as clean water, vaccines, and better nutrition spread across the world. A century ago, many people died from infections that are now easily treated or prevented. Safer childbirth, fewer workplace hazards, and faster emergency care all add years to life. As countries grow wealthier, they invest more in public health and education, which further improves survival. Even simple measures like seatbelts and smoke alarms save countless lives. There are still gaps between regions, but the overall trend points upward. Rising longevity brings new questions about how societies support healthy aging. Medical science is moving toward personalized care by reading the unique instructions in each person's DNA. Instead of a one-size-fits-all pill, doctors can choose a drug and dose that fits your biology. This approach already guides some cancer treatments, where a tumor's genetic changes point to the right therapy. It can also predict harmful side effects before they happen, making care safer. As genetic testing becomes cheaper, more conditions may be caught early. Real clinics now use pharmacogenetic reports to avoid medicines that do not work for a patient. The aim is simple: the right treatment for the right person at the right time. Artificial intelligence is helping doctors find patterns that the human eye might miss. Algorithms can scan medical images for tiny signs of cancer, diabetes, or strokes in seconds. In busy hospitals, these tools act like an extra set of careful eyes, flagging cases that need attention. Some systems also read electronic records to spot early warnings of sepsis or heart failure. The technology does not replace doctors. It supports them with faster analysis and fewer errors. When used wisely and tested carefully, AI can shorten the path from symptom to diagnosis. Earlier detection often leads to gentler treatments and better outcomes. Many children born today may live to see the year 2100, and that changes how we plan. A longer life means more time to learn new skills and shift careers as the world evolves. It also means societies must invest in lifelong education and preventive care to keep people healthy. Families may see 5 generations alive at once, sharing knowledge and support. Climate, technology, and culture will shape their century in ways we can only partly guess. Preparing today's children for flexibility and resilience will help them thrive. The choices we make now about schools, cities, and energy will echo across their lives. Renewable energy is growing faster than any other power source because wind and sunlight are free and abundant. New turbines and panels convert more of that energy into electricity each year. Countries are adding large solar farms in deserts and wind parks offshore to power homes and industry. As storage improves, clean electricity will be available even when the sun sets or the wind calms. Communities that once relied on imported fuel are starting to produce their own power. This shift reduces air pollution and makes energy prices more stable. A cleaner grid also supports new technologies like electric heating and transport. Solar panels are becoming so efficient that roofs can be mini power plants. Modern panels capture more light from dawn to dusk, and in cloudy weather too. An apartment block or school can cover its roof and offset a large share of its electricity use. Some cities encourage this with rebates, low-interest loans, or community solar programs. When many rooftops feed power back to the grid, neighborhoods become more resilient during peak demand. Pairing panels with batteries keeps essential devices running during outages. Every improved panel brings that future a little closer. The cost of clean energy has fallen quickly thanks to better manufacturing and huge global demand. Solar modules, wind turbines, and batteries are cheaper to build than a decade ago. Lower prices mean more projects get financed, which drives further scale and savings. Homeowners can now consider rooftop solar without breaking their budget. Businesses install battery systems to cut peak power bills and backup operations. As clean options undercut fossil fuels, switching becomes an economic choice as well as an environmental one. Affordable energy opens doors for schools, clinics, and small enterprises in many regions. Electric vehicles are becoming common because they are simple to drive and cheap to fuel. An electric motor turns energy into motion more efficiently than a gasoline engine. Many drivers charge at home overnight, waking to a full tank. Cities add public chargers along streets and at shopping centers to support longer trips. Quieter streets and cleaner air follow when fewer exhaust pipes are on the road. Fleet operators, from buses to delivery vans, are switching to save on fuel and maintenance. As ranges increase and prices fall, more people can make the change. Urban planners are rethinking city life with the idea that daily needs should be close at hand. A 15-minute city places schools, groceries, clinics, and parks within a short walk or bike ride. This design cuts traffic, improves air quality, and saves time for families. Local streets become safer when fewer cars rush through, and small shops benefit from steady foot traffic. People meet their neighbors more often, which strengthens community ties. Successful examples show that redesigning bus routes, adding bike lanes, and zoning for mixed use can start the shift. The goal is convenience without long commutes. Vertical farms stack crops in tall buildings where light, temperature, and water are carefully controlled. Instead of soil, plants grow in nutrient solutions or fine mists that recycle nearly every drop. These farms can sit inside warehouses near city markets, reducing transport and food waste. Leafy greens and herbs grow quickly year-round, free from pests and harsh weather. Restaurants and supermarkets receive fresh produce harvested the same day. While energy use and costs are still challenges, advances in LEDs and automation are improving the math. Urban farming becomes one more tool to feed growing populations sustainably. Water purification technology is turning seawater into drinkable water by removing the salt and tiny impurities that make it unsafe. Modern systems push water through special membranes that act like ultrafine filters, a method known as reverse osmosis. Coastal cities use large plants to supply homes and farms when rivers run low or droughts linger. Smaller, solar-powered units can serve island communities or emergency camps after storms. Engineers are also finding better ways to handle the leftover brine so it does not harm marine life. As costs fall and efficiency rises, clean water becomes a realistic option for more places. This progress can help stabilize regions where water scarcity drives conflict and migration. Reforestation efforts are restoring millions of acres by planting trees and protecting young forests as they regrow. When the right native species return, birds, insects, and mammals follow, rebuilding the food web. Farmers often join in by planting trees along fields and streams, which enriches soil and reduces erosion. Countries that once cleared land for timber or cattle have shown that recovery is possible. With good policies and local support, communities benefit from cooler shade, steadier rainfall, and new jobs in nursery work and forest care. Careful planning matters because rushed planting with the wrong trees can do more harm than good. With patient stewardship, forests become living banks that store carbon and safeguard water. Scientists are developing biodegradable plastics that break down into harmless substances instead of lingering for decades. These materials are often made from plants like corn or sugarcane, and some are digested by microbes under the right conditions. You might see them as compostable food containers or packing peanuts that melt away with water. They are not a magic fix because many need industrial composting to decompose properly. Still, they can replace single-use items that are hard to recycle and often end up in the sea. Researchers are also designing enzymes that can chew through stubborn plastic waste. Each improvement lightens the long shadow of plastic pollution. Climate models show that humanity can still prevent the worst warming if cooperation continues and deepens. These computer tools test different choices we could make about energy, land, and industry. Paths that succeed share common steps: stop deforestation, electrify transport and heating, boost efficiency, and rapidly expand clean power. Fair financing helps poorer nations leapfrog to modern, low-carbon systems without losing growth. Clear rules and steady targets give businesses the confidence to invest. The work is large, but not mysterious, and every year of delay makes it harder. Acting together turns distant goals into practical projects in power plants, homes, and streets. The future may be quieter as electric vehicles replace noisy engines and cleaner air softens the constant hum. Without exhaust and heavy idling, city soundscapes change, letting birdsong and conversation carry farther. Traffic will still make tire and wind noise, but careful road design and lower speeds can reduce that too. Quieter neighborhoods improve sleep and lower stress, which supports health in subtle ways. Schools and hospitals near busy roads will especially feel the difference. As air becomes cleaner, visibility improves and buildings gather less grime, which lifts mood as well. A calmer acoustic backdrop makes public spaces feel more welcoming to everyone. Space agencies plan to build permanent habitats on the moon as a practical step toward deeper exploration. The poles are attractive because craters hold water ice and nearby ridges have long sunlight for power. Any base must shield people from radiation, micrometeorites, and extreme temperatures. Engineers study how to use lunar soil for walls, roads, and landing pads to cut the need for cargo from Earth. Robots will likely do heavy work first, scouting sites and testing systems. Human crews would follow to operate labs, maintain equipment, and practice long-duration living. The lessons learned there will guide safer missions farther out. The first humans to live on Mars may already be alive today, and some are quietly preparing. Training now includes months in isolated habitats on Earth that simulate the challenges of distance and delay. Crews practice emergency repairs, grow small crops, and cope with boredom and confinement. They learn geology to read the planet's history and search for signs of past water. Doctors study how low gravity affects bones, muscles, and minds, and how to care for each other far from home. Success will depend as much on teamwork and steady routines as on rockets and machines. The path is long, but each rehearsal makes it more real. Three-dimensional printers might one day build entire space bases using local material instead of shipping bricks. On the Moon or Mars, that means melting or binding dusty soil into strong blocks and beams. Robotic printers could lay down layers to form domes, tunnels, and landing pads with minimal waste. This approach saves fuel and money because most mass comes from the ground beneath your feet. Experiments on Earth and in test labs show that printed regolith can be surprisingly sturdy. Designers tweak shapes to spread forces and resist cracks in freezing nights and hot days. Building with what you find is a timeless idea, now updated for other worlds. Astronauts will likely grow their own food in space to reduce resupply needs and lift morale. Plants clean the air, recycle water, and provide fresh flavors that packaged meals cannot match. Leafy greens, herbs, and compact fruits do well under LED lights and hydroponic trays. Harvesting and cooking become daily rituals that break up routine and support mental health. Waste from kitchens and plant trimmings can feed closed-loop systems that make new nutrients. Each crop teaches crews how to balance light, water, and space in microgravity. These lessons will help design greenhouses for long voyages and off-world bases. Artificial gravity may soon become reality by using rotation to create a gentle pull on the body. A spinning room or tethered pair of modules could mimic weight and protect bones and hearts. Engineers must manage motion sickness and odd effects that make objects feel heavier in some directions. Small centrifuges for exercise are an early step that could run inside larger spacecraft. If the approach proves comfortable and reliable, sleep, work, and medical care all become easier. Crews would arrive at distant worlds stronger and more capable after months in transit. Solving gravity is a key piece in making space travel truly human-friendly. Robots will explore distant worlds for us because they can survive places too harsh for people. They handle extreme cold, intense radiation, and long delays in communication without needing air or food. Rovers and landers already map landscapes, drill into rocks, and sniff the air for clues about water and chemistry. New designs can hop across asteroids, swim under icy crusts, or fly through thin alien skies. Each mission sends back data that guides where humans should go next and what to bring. When a robot breaks, engineers learn how to build the next one, tougher and smarter. Step by step, they open paths that humans can follow more safely. Telescopes of the future will study planets around other stars with far greater clarity. Giant mirrors on the ground and observatories in space will separate a pale planet's light from the glare of its sun. By analyzing that faint glow, scientists can spot gases like oxygen, methane, and water vapor. Seeing these together could hint at biology, though careful checks are needed to rule out non-living sources. Coronagraphs and star shades will help block starlight so small worlds come into view. With better sensors, we might even track weather patterns or seasons on a distant Earth. Each detection sharpens our picture of where life could exist. Humanity's story will likely expand beyond Earth as travel becomes more routine and infrastructure grows. Early outposts will depend on supplies from home, but over time, they will learn to use local materials. Solar power, recycled water, and greenhouses will support small communities that do science and industry. Trade in data, rare resources, and expertise will link these places back to Earth. Families might live in one world and study or work in another, much as people move between countries today. Shared rules and emergency aid networks will help keep everyone safe. A scattered but connected civilization can be more resilient than a single planet one. Future space travelers may talk across worlds using laser links that carry far more data than radio. Narrow beams waste less energy and deliver crisp signals over millions of kilometers. Ground stations and relay satellites would point and track these beams with great precision. Astronauts could share high-resolution video, medical scans, and detailed maps in near real time where light time delays allow. Secure channels would protect critical commands to spacecraft and habitats. When planets move out of line, networks would route messages through multiple relays to stay connected. Clearer, faster communication turns distance from a barrier into a manageable delay. The dream of interstellar travel pushes scientists to test ideas that stretch today's physics. Concepts like fusion drives, antimatter engines, or light sails explore how to reach a fraction of light speed. Some teams investigate warp-like metrics and exotic matter, not because they work now, but to probe the limits of theory. Even negative results guide us by showing which paths are dead ends. Along the way, spin-offs in energy, materials, and control systems improve life at home. Ambitious goals act like beacons, focusing talent and funding on bold experiments. Trying to cross the stars teaches us more about the universe we inhabit. Even without faster-than-light travel, generation ships could make the journey to nearby stars. These would be large habitats where several generations live, learn, and care for the ship. Closed-loop life support would recycle air, water, and nutrients for centuries. Education and culture would be designed to preserve skills and purpose across time. Robotics and autonomous repair systems would maintain the vessel when crews sleep or face emergencies. Arrival would begin with probes to scout and prepare a safe orbit or staging point. Such missions demand patience and unity, but they keep the door to the stars open. The human genome can now be read and edited, giving doctors new tools to prevent inherited disease. Sequencing reveals tiny changes that raise risk for certain conditions, allowing earlier screening and care. Editing aims to correct harmful mutations in cells, like fixing a typo in a long instruction manual. Strict testing and oversight are needed to ensure safety and fairness. Families benefit when treatments target the cause rather than just the symptoms. As knowledge grows, counseling helps people understand choices and impacts. Used responsibly, genomics turns mystery into manageable information. CRISPR and gene therapy could eliminate some conditions, such as sickle cell disease, by repairing the DNA in affected cells. Doctors collect a patient's blood stem cells, edit the gene that causes the problem, and return the corrected cells to rebuild healthy blood. Early trials show patients free from painful crises and frequent transfusions. Similar approaches are in development for forms of blindness and certain immune disorders. Access and cost remain challenges, especially outside major hospitals. Careful follow-up watches for side effects and measures lasting benefit. Each success makes the case for treating more diseases at their roots. Artificial organs are being 3D printed to help people who face long waits for transplants. Engineers design structures that match a patient's anatomy and seed them with living cells. Simple tissues like skin, cartilage, and small blood vessels are already moving toward clinical use. More complex organs, such as kidneys or livers, are tested in the lab to learn how to nourish every cell. Custom fits reduce rejection, and on-demand production could cut the need for donor lists. Hospitals imagine printing patches to repair hearts after a heart attack. As printing improves, replacement parts grow closer to reality. Stem cell research may help the body repair itself by turning basic cells into the types that are damaged. Scientists coax them to become neurons, muscle fibers, or insulin-producing cells, and then guide them to the right place. In animals, they have restored movement after spinal injuries and improved heart function after damage. Early human studies explore vision loss and degenerative diseases with cautious steps. The big questions involve controlling growth, preventing tumors, and integrating new cells smoothly. Combining stem cells with gentle rehabilitation and smart drugs could multiply the gains. Healing from within is a hopeful direction for long-term care. Nanotechnology could soon deliver medicine directly to individual cells by packaging drugs in tiny carriers. These particles are small enough to slip through tight spaces and smart enough to release their payload only where it is needed. A cancer drug, for example, can be wrapped so it opens inside tumor tissue while sparing healthy organs. Doctors test coatings that recognize certain cell markers, like a key fitting a lock. This precision raises the odds of cure while lowering side effects that exhaust patients. As materials improve, doses can be smaller and schedules simpler. Treating illness becomes more like guiding a courier to the right door. Tiny biosensors may monitor health around the clock and warn us before symptoms appear. A patch on the skin can track heart rate, temperature, and stress chemicals in sweat. A small device under the skin can watch glucose and help people adjust food and insulin in real time. When these signals combine, they reveal early patterns that point to infection, dehydration, or overtraining. Clear alerts prompt rest, fluids, or a call to a nurse before problems grow. Privacy and accuracy matter, so the best systems show data you control and can verify. Everyday life turns into gentle checkups instead of surprises. Mind-controlled prosthetics already help people move a hand or arm by thinking about the motion. Sensors pick up electrical signals from muscles or nerves and translate them into commands for motors and joints. With practice, users can grasp a cup, turn a key, or type a message. Feedback systems that vibrate or press lightly on the skin give a sense of grip strength and position. Regular training builds skill the way athletes fine-tune balance and timing. Engineers keep refining the fit, weight, and battery life to make limbs feel natural. The boundary between intention and action becomes smaller with each advance. Brain-computer interfaces could restore speech, sight, or memory by linking neural activity to helpful devices. A person who cannot speak may use decoded brain signals to form words on a screen. For some types of blindness, cameras can send patterns to the brain that the mind learns to interpret as light and shapes. Memory aids may one day strengthen recall by replaying the brain's own rhythms. Each step requires careful testing to avoid harm and to respect consent and dignity. Therapists help users practice until the tools feel like extensions of themselves. Regaining lost abilities opens doors to work, study, and connection. Technology may allow some paralyzed people to walk again using implants that bridge damaged pathways. Electrodes placed near the spinal cord can stimulate nerves in a sequence that imitates natural steps. Paired with a supportive exoskeleton, the system lets users stand, balance, and move across a room. Training sessions rebuild muscle strength and retrain the brain to coordinate with a device. Even partial recovery brings major gains in independence and health. Teams track long-term progress to adjust settings as the body adapts. Hope grows from steady practice, not sudden miracles. Advances in neuroscience are helping us study consciousness with new care and humility. Imaging tools show how networks of brain regions light up during attention, sleep, and deep focus. Researchers compare patterns when people report pain, joy, or a sense of self to find common signatures. The work does not solve the mystery, but it narrows where to look and which ideas fit the data. Ethics stays close by, guiding how we interpret reports from patients who cannot speak. Better models may improve anesthesia, pain control, and recovery after brain injury. Understanding mind and brain together makes medicine more humane. Sleep science suggests that future humans may tune rest for deeper recovery rather than longer hours. Studies show that regular schedules, cool dark rooms, and limited evening screens improve quality at any age. Wearable trackers can hint at patterns, but the gold standard remains how alert and calm you feel by day. Short naps can help shift workers, while careful light exposure resets the body clock after travel. Doctors treat sleep apnea and insomnia earlier because they affect heart health, mood, and learning. Schools that start later often see better grades and fewer accidents. Small changes at night pay large dividends tomorrow. AI assistants could manage homes, health, and learning by handling routine choices in the background. A smart system might adjust heating before you wake, order groceries as supplies run low, and remind you of a walk when the weather is mild. For health, it could reconcile medication schedules and flag risky interactions. For study, it could suggest lessons that match your pace and explain hard ideas in simpler words. Clear controls let you set limits, review actions, and pause features when needed. When designed with privacy and fairness in mind, these helpers free time for relationships and creative work. Technology becomes a quiet partner rather than a loud driver. Automation may reduce repetitive labor, so more people can focus on art, science, and care. Machines are well suited for tasks that are dull, dirty, or dangerous, such as sorting waste or lifting heavy goods. Humans excel at empathy, judgment, and imagination, which are hard to code. Transition plans matter, so workers can retrain and move into roles that use their strengths. Policies like wage support and portable benefits can smooth the shift for families. When routine work shrinks, society can invest more in teaching, nursing, and community projects. The goal is not fewer jobs, but better ones. Future economies may measure success by well-being as well as production. Beyond income and output, new dashboards track health, education, nature, and time with family. Cities can aim for cleaner air, safer streets, and shorter commutes alongside growth. Companies can report on worker safety, skills, and satisfaction, not just quarterly profit. these broader measures help leaders spot trade-offs and design policies that lift quality of life. People feel progress when daily life becomes easier, fairer, and more secure. Prosperity, then, is counted in flourishing, not only in numbers. Universal education through digital access is reshaping opportunity because lessons now travel where teachers cannot. A basic smartphone can open a library of free courses, language apps, and tutorials for all ages. Rural students join live classes, and adult learners pick up skills at night after work. Governments and nonprofits provide low-cost devices and data plans to close the gap further. When parents learn alongside their children, whole families benefit from new skills and confidence. Local tutors and community centers help turn online resources into real progress. Step by step, education becomes a door that no longer sticks. Language barriers may fade as instant translation turns unfamiliar words into friendly ones. A traveler can point a camera at a sign and read it in their own language. People on a video call can hear captions or synthesize speech that follows the conversation in near real time. Doctors use simple translation tools to explain care plans clearly and safely. Accuracy improves when systems learn from diverse voices, accents, and everyday phrases. While nuance and humor still challenge machines, the core message gets through more often. Understanding becomes a habit, not a hurdle. The global internet now reaches more people than ever, and the last mile is getting shorter. Low-cost satellites, community networks, and shared Wi-Fi hubs bring service to remote villages and islands. Farmers check weather and market prices, while small shops list goods online and take digital payments. Students download lessons instead of walking hours to a distant school. Local news and culture thrive when communities publish in their own languages. Training helps new users stay safe from scams and protect their privacy. Connection becomes a tool for dignity as well as convenience. Virtual reality will let people visit places without boarding a plane, saving time, money, and energy. A class can explore a coral reef or ancient city in rich detail, guided by a teacher's voice. Architects and clients walk through buildings before they are built, spotting changes early. Therapists use calming scenes to help patients face fears in controlled steps. Friends gather in shared spaces that feel present even when they are continents apart. Good design limits motion sickness and keeps controls simple for newcomers. Travel expands from a rare event to a daily window. Holographic communication may one day put a life-size companion in your living room during a call. Depth and motion make gestures clearer and eye contact more natural than on a flat screen. Doctors could examine posture and movement in physical therapy sessions from afar. Families might celebrate milestones with a realistic sense of togetherness despite distance. Offices could reduce travel by hosting design reviews around a shared 3D model. Compact projectors and smart glasses are early steps toward that feeling of presence. Conversation becomes closer to being in the same room. Augmented reality could layer useful hints onto the world so people learn simply by looking. A mechanic sees labels floating over engine parts and step-by-step instructions that follow their hands. A tourist points a phone at a building and reads a short history without searching. Students in a lab watch safety reminders pop up as they pick up tools. Clear controls let users filter information and avoid distraction in busy streets. When content is local and accessible, neighborhoods become living textbooks. The world becomes both map and guide. Quantum computers may tackle problems that stump today's machines by using unique rules of physics. Instead of bits that are 0 or 1, quantum bits can hold overlapping possibilities that are explored in parallel. Specialized algorithms could speed up searches, optimize complex routes, or simulate molecules precisely. The hardware is delicate, so early machines focus on small, well-chosen tasks. Engineers work to correct errors and keep fragile states stable long enough to compute. As the tools mature, they will sit alongside classical computers rather than replace them. Each breakthrough expands what we can calculate. The power of these new machines could unlock materials and medicines that are hard to design by trial and error. Chemists might model a battery that charges fast, lasts long, and uses abundant elements. Drug designers could predict how a molecule folds and fits a target in the body. Climate scientists may test cleaner industrial processes before building them at scale. Even finance and logistics could benefit from sharper models that balance many constraints. With better simulations, prototypes become smarter and waste less time and resources. Discovery becomes more deliberate and less dependent on luck. Future homes might supply their own energy by turning walls and roofs into quiet power plants. Solar shingles and window coatings gather light, while slim batteries store it for night. Smart walls hold thermal energy, keeping rooms comfortable without constant heating or cooling. Appliances coordinate to run when power is plentiful and cheap. In a storm, the house can isolate from the grid and keep lights, medical devices, and the internet running. Neighborhoods that share power smooth out peaks and reduce outages. A house becomes a teammate in comfort and resilience. Buildings will adapt to their occupants by sensing needs and adjusting the environment gently. Fresh air rises when carbon dioxide climbs in a crowded room and lights dim as daylight grows. Elevators group rides intelligently to cut wait times and energy use. Offices map quiet zones and warm corners based on how people actually work. Maintenance shifts from reactive repairs to early fixes when sensors spot small problems. Clear dashboards show tenants what the building is doing and let them set preferences. Architecture becomes responsive, like a helpful host. Cities of the future will be greener, quieter, and more centered on the people who live in them. Streets will make room for shade trees, bikes, and wide sidewalks so moving around feels easy and safe. Parks and small gardens will appear in leftover spaces, cooling neighborhoods and inviting people outside. Cleaner buses and electric vans will cut the rumble and fumes that wear everyone down. Markets, clinics, and schools will sit closer to homes, so daily errands take minutes, not hours. Public spaces will highlight play, art, and conversation to build a sense of belonging. When a city feels comfortable at walking speed, it feels like home. Autonomous drones could deliver goods in minutes by flying above traffic with small, efficient motors. They would carry medicine to a rural clinic or a forgotten charger to a busy student. Smart routes and no-fly zones would keep them clear of airports, crowds, and wildlife. Quiet designs and strict schedules would limit noise and protect the calm of parks and neighborhoods. Warehouses on rooftops could cut truck trips and reduce congestion on crowded streets. Couriers would focus on heavy or special items while drones handle simple packages. The result is faster service with fewer tailpipes. Personal air taxis may one day glide above roads to connect distant parts of a city. Electric rotors lift them straight up and down. avoiding the need for long runways. Short hops between small pads could replace long, grinding car commutes for some travelers. Careful air traffic control and strong safety rules would guide each route and landing. Charging points near stations and offices would keep fleets ready throughout the day. Costs will need to fall before this becomes common, but test flights show what is possible. For the busiest corridors, the sky becomes a second layer of transit. Future architecture may mimic nature by learning from forests, shells, and bones. Buildings that bend rather than break can handle wind and quakes with less material. Facades that open and close like leaves regulate light and heat without wasting energy. Water flows through roofs and courtyards the way rain filters through soil, feeding plants and cooling air. Materials grow from low-carbon sources and heal tiny cracks on their own, much like skin. When structures cooperate with the climate instead of fighting it, comfort comes with less effort. Cities start to look alive because they are responding to life. Some buildings already clean the air using coatings that trigger gentle chemical reactions in sunlight. These surfaces break down certain pollutants into less harmful compounds before they spread. On busy streets, the effect adds up and supports other efforts like green walls and traffic calming. The same approach helps keep facades brighter, cutting the need for harsh cleaners. Engineers test new formulas to work better on cloudy days and resist wear from rain and dust. Maintenance teams learn how to reapply coatings as part of normal care. Step by step, walls become quiet partners in public health. Space-based solar power could beam energy to Earth day and night from panels in constant sunlight. Satellites would convert light into microwaves and send them to ground receivers as a steady stream. On the surface, these receivers change the waves back into electricity for homes and factories. The beam would be spread and controlled to stay within safe limits for people and birds. Launch costs and robust designs are the big hurdles, but each new rocket and material helps. Remote regions could gain reliable power without long transmission lines. The sky becomes an endless power plant that never sees a cloud. AI-driven agriculture may help ensure no one goes hungry by matching care to each plant and field. Cameras and sensors watch for early signs of pests, drought, or missing nutrients. Drones and tractors then act with precision, giving only what is needed and where. Yields rise while water, fertilizer, and fuel use fall, which protects soil and streams. Farmers check clear dashboards instead of guessing, and smallholders gain advice by phone. When weather shifts, plans update quickly to prevent losses. Smart farming treats food as a craft, guided by data. Genetic research is creating crops that stand up to heat, drought, and disease. Scientists look for helpful traits in wild relatives and blend them into familiar varieties. A rice plant might keep its yield even when rains fail, or a banana might resist a spreading fungus. These improvements reduce the risk of hunger when the climate swings or pests move into new areas. Farmers can harvest more from the same land with fewer chemical sprays. Careful testing ensures the new plants are safe and fit local tastes and cooking. Stronger crops make the whole food system steadier. Synthetic biology may let us design helpful organisms that repair damaged ecosystems. Microbes could lock away excess nutrients before they trigger algae blooms in lakes. Engineered corals might tolerate warmer seas and help reefs recover their color and life. Living filters could clean industrial wastewater without harsh chemicals or high energy use. Strict safeguards would prevent escape or unintended spread, and monitoring would stay in place for years. Communities and scientists would plan together so solutions match local needs and values. Done wisely, designed life supports the life already there. The ocean's power can provide clean energy through tides and steady currents that never stop. Turbines anchored below the surface spin slowly as water flows, driving quiet generators. Coastal villages could run lights, clinics, and internet without hauling fuel across rough roads. Devices sit out of the path of ships and minimize harm to fish and mammals. Engineers build them to resist storms and salt, reducing maintenance trips. Over time, rows of units form underwater farms of motion and light. With care, the sea becomes a partner we can count on. Floating cities may one day offer safe homes above rising seas by building neighborhoods on buoyant platforms. Designers imagine clusters of houses, schools, and markets tied together like a gentle archipelago. Anchors and flexible bridges would let structures move with waves without breaking. Solar panels, wind turbines, and seawater desalination could supply power and water on site. Food could come from rooftop gardens and nearby aquaculture pens. Storm-ready shelters and careful evacuation plans would protect residents in extreme weather. In places where land is scarce or sinking, life on the water becomes a practical extension of the coastline. Underwater farms could raise seaweed and shellfish in ways that protect the ocean rather than harm it. Seaweed grows without fresh water or fertilizer and absorbs carbon as it spreads. Mussels and oysters filter the water around them, improving clarity and supporting nearby habitats. Farmers can hang lines or cages from simple floats, leaving room for boats and wildlife to pass. Harvested seaweed becomes food, animal feed, or even biodegradable packaging. Local jobs grow alongside cleaner bays and coves. Farming the sea with a light touch helps feed people while easing pressure on land. Coral restoration projects are bringing color back to reefs by planting young corals grown in nurseries. Teams collect fragments from hardy colonies and encourage them to multiply faster than they would in the wild. Divers then attach the new pieces to damaged areas with clips or natural glues. As the corals spread, fish, turtles, and countless small creatures return to the maze of sheltering branches. Projects combine shade structures, selective breeding, and careful site choice to handle warming waters. Community groups often help monitor progress and protect the area from anchors and pollution. Each living patch becomes a seed for the next. Conservation efforts are helping some endangered species rebound by giving them time, space, and protection. Habitat corridors reconnect fragmented forests and allow animals to move, mate, and find food. Anti-poaching patrols, stronger laws, and local stewardship keep pressure off fragile populations. Success stories include birds whose nesting beaches are guarded and mammals whose grazing lands are restored. When communities gain from tourism and sustainable use, they become the strongest defenders. Scientists track numbers and genetics to steer the work where it matters most. Recovery is slow, but each nesting season brings fresh hope. Biodiversity reserves could expand worldwide to safeguard the living library of Earth. These areas protect wild genes that may one day help breed crops, cure diseases, or inspire new materials. Reserves work best when they form connected networks that let species adapt to shifting climates. Indigenous knowledge often guides boundaries and management, honoring people who have cared for these places longest. Clear maps and fair funding help park rangers, researchers, and neighbors work as one team. As protection grows, nearby communities can benefit from clean water, pollination, and stable soils. Saving nature becomes a shared investment in future resilience. Humanity's growing awareness of mental health is fostering more compassionate societies. Schools teach children to name feelings and ask for help without shame. Workplaces add quiet rooms, flexible schedules, and counseling benefits that make support routine. Public campaigns show that anxiety and depression are common and treatable, not personal failures. Friends learn what to say when someone is struggling and how to guide them to help. When care is normal and nearby, fewer people fall through the cracks. A kinder culture can be the first and most powerful form of prevention. Technology may soon detect rising stress and offer gentle guidance before burnout takes hold. Wearables notice unusual heart rate patterns, shallow breathing, or restless sleep across days, not just minutes. When the signals line up, a phone suggests a brief walk, a stretch, or a short check-in with a friend. Clear dashboards show trends you control, not judgments from a distant server. Privacy safeguards keep raw data local and share only what you choose. Small nudges at the right moment can shift the course of a hard week. Early care keeps problems small enough to handle. Virtual therapists and mindfulness tools already make emotional support more accessible. Chat-based counseling offers evening sessions for people who cannot visit clinics during the day. Guided breathing, body scans, and short meditations fit into lunch breaks and commuting time. Programs adapt to your pace and check in regularly to see what helps. When a crisis rises, they connect users to trained humans and local resources. These tools are not a replacement for professional care, but they widen the doorway. More paths into support mean more people find a way through. Neuroscience shows that kindness and gratitude can reshape the brain's wiring over time. Regularly noting good moments trains attention to spot them more easily tomorrow. Acts of generosity activate reward circuits and can lower stress hormones after tough days. Group exercises, like sharing thanks at dinner or in classrooms, spread the effect through teams and families. Therapists sometimes assign gratitude journals to steady mood during recovery. The changes are modest, but compound, like interest in a savings account. Emotional fitness grows from simple, repeated habits. In the future, emotional intelligence may be valued as highly as technical skill, because teams work best when people understand one another. Listening well, naming tension early, and finding fair compromises keep projects on track. Health workers, teachers, and leaders all use these skills to support those in their care. Training can include role play, feedback, and reflection, just like any craft. Hiring and promotion can reward calm judgment alongside brilliant code or clever designs. As machines take on routine tasks, human strengths in empathy and trust become central. Progress feels better when people feel respected along the way. Education will focus more on creativity, empathy, and collaboration because these skills age well as technology changes. Classes will use open-ended problems where there is more than one good answer. Students will learn to listen, share credit, and explain ideas in clear language. Art, debate, and group projects will sit beside math and science, not behind them. Teachers will guide teams rather than lecture nonstop, and assessment will value growth as much as scores. Schools will invite local experts and parents to mentor, turning lessons into real community work. Graduates will leave ready to build with others, not just perform alone. Work itself will become lifelong learning and exploration as careers stretch across many roles. People will take short courses between projects, the way athletes cross-train. Employers will prize curiosity and the habit of updating skills over static resumes. Midlife apprenticeships will help workers switch fields without starting from zero. Online portfolios will show what someone can make, not only where they studied. Managers will build time for reflection and experimentation into schedules. The boundary between school and job will fade into a steady path of growth. Remote work is opening doors to global collaboration by shrinking distance to a click. Teams meet across time zones with clear handoffs so work continues while others sleep. Companies hire for skill wherever it lives, which can spread income beyond major hubs. Neighborhoods benefit when commuters spend more days at home, supporting local shops and childcare. Workers trade long drives for focused hours and flexible routines. Challenges remain, like loneliness and uneven internet access, but smart practices ease them. A well-run remote team can feel close even when far apart. Communities may grow more decentralized as people organize projects around shared goals instead of strict hierarchies. Local groups will manage energy co-ops, parks, and common tools with open decision-making. Digital platforms will help neighbors vote on budgets, track progress, and invite volunteers. Small groups can move fast, while networks share lessons so others avoid the same mistakes. When power is distributed, more people feel responsibility and pride. Cities can support this by offering micro-grants and simple rules that encourage initiative. Cooperation becomes the everyday shape of civic life. Digital currencies and blockchain systems could make transactions more transparent and fair when designed with care. Public ledgers show where funds move, which helps reduce fraud and speeds audits. Smart contracts can release payments only when agreed steps are met, protecting buyers and sellers. Low-fee transfers help families send money across borders without costly middlemen. Governments can still set rules and guard consumers while benefiting from faster settlement. The technology is a tool, not a cure-all, so privacy and energy use must be managed wisely. Used thoughtfully, it can widen access to basic financial services. Global inequality may shrink as technology spreads knowledge and opportunity to more people. Free courses, telemedicine, and remote jobs move value without moving bodies. Solar kits and cheap sensors let small farms and clinics leapfrog older infrastructure. Microloans and mobile wallets help tiny businesses grow secure roots. Fair taxation and investment in public services make these gains stick. When girls and women share fully in education and work, whole regions advance. Over time, the map of opportunity smooths from steep peaks to rolling hills. New materials like graphene could transform construction, electronics, and energy with strength and agility. A sheet 1 atom thick can conduct electricity, shed heat, and flex without breaking. Mixed into concrete or coatings, it can make lighter bridges and longer-lasting roads. In batteries, advanced materials speed charging and extend life between plugins. Filters built from precise pores can clean water with less energy. As factories learn to make these materials at scale and low cost, uses multiply. What was once a lab sample becomes part of everyday tools. Smart clothing may watch over health and comfort by weaving sensors into ordinary fabric. Shirts could track heart rhythm and breathing during a workout without sticky patches. Jackets might warm or cool slightly to keep the body in a comfortable zone. Socks could spot pressure points early to help prevent injuries for runners or ulcers for diabetics. Small batteries and wireless links would send summaries to a phone for simple checkups. Washable designs and strong privacy controls make them easy to live with. Your wardrobe becomes a quiet partner in well-being. The line between digital and physical life will blur as technology blends into surroundings. Voice and gesture controls will feel as natural as turning a knob or opening a window. Rooms will remember preferred lighting and layouts for work, play, or rest. Tools will show instructions on the object itself rather than in a manual. Payments, tickets, and IDs will move with you securely, reducing friction at doors and counters. The aim is not to add screens everywhere, but to make tasks simpler and calmer. Technology becomes part of the background, not the center stage. Mindfulness will matter even more as pace and choice increase. Simple practices like slow breathing and short pauses help the brain reset between tasks. Schools and workplaces will normalize brief breaks the way they do water and stretching. Apps can guide attention gently, but the real skill is noticing when to step back. Families can make shared rituals, quiet breakfasts, evening walks that anchor busy days. When minds are steady, judgment improves and kindness comes more easily. Progress feels sustainable when rest is part of the plan. The arts will flourish as machines take over routine tasks, freeing time and attention for expression. When software handles scheduling, billing, and even some draft work, artists can spend more hours experimenting and refining ideas. Affordable tools lower barriers so more people try painting, filmmaking, or music production. Community studios and online platforms help beginners learn techniques once locked in elite schools. As audiences find niche creators through algorithms, unusual voices can sustain careers. Grants and crowdfunding give projects a start, while data helps makers understand their fans. Creativity grows when everyday logistics no longer drain the spark. Music, literature, and design will evolve through collaboration between humans and AI, much like composers once worked with new instruments. Writers may outline themes, while assistants suggest structures, rhythms, or alternative endings to explore. Designers will sketch concepts and let algorithms generate variations that reveal paths they might have missed. Musicians will blend sampled soundscapes with live performance, using tools that react to tempo and mood in real time. The human role stays central, setting goals, judging taste, and telling stories that matter. Credits can reflect shared authorship in new ways that recognize both craft and tooling. The result is a broader palette, not a replacement of the artist. Digital preservation may keep human culture alive for millennia by storing works in formats that survive time and decay. Libraries and archives convert fragile films, books, and recordings into durable copies with detailed labels about origin and context. Multiple backups in different locations guard against fires, floods, or political upheavals. Some projects etch tiny images into stable materials like glass or metal, readable without complex machines. Clear standards help future generations decode today's file types and languages. Communities add local histories and oral traditions, so the record reflects many voices, not only famous ones. A resilient memory lets cultures rebuild even after loss. Space archaeology may one day preserve our planet's story for visitors among the stars by curating artifacts and signals beyond Earth. Satellites could carry time capsules of art, science, and everyday objects to stable orbits or lunar vaults. These archives would protect a snapshot of human life from wars, weather, and erosion. Researchers already track how our radio and light signatures change, offering clues an outsider might read. Careful curation ensures we share both triumphs and mistakes, so others learn our full history. International cooperation would set rules for access, ethics, and respect for cultural heritage. In saving our traces, we also learn to value what we have now. The human voice will still sing, and the mind will still wonder, because curiosity is a durable trait. People will gather for concerts, not only to hear notes, but to feel shared emotion in a room. Storytellers will challenge assumptions, ask hard questions, and help us notice beauty in ordinary moments. Even as tools grow smarter, the desire to explore and the joy of surprise remain timeless. Museums, parks, and night skies will continue to invite awe that screens cannot replace. Children will ask why, and older adults will smile, remembering their own questions. Wonder ties generations together across changing technology. Religion and philosophy will keep evolving as communities search for meaning in a wider universe. Traditions adapt when new knowledge arrives, weaving scientific insights into long-held practices and stories. Thinkers will debate how to live well with machines as partners and what dignity means in a world of enhancement. Interfaith dialogues and secular ethics forums will focus on shared values like compassion, fairness, and stewardship. Rituals may become more inclusive and flexible, meeting people where they are. Education will encourage reflection alongside facts, so wisdom grows with knowledge. As questions deepen, so can humility and care. The search for extraterrestrial life may finally answer whether we are alone by combining many kinds of evidence. Telescopes will scan exoplanet atmospheres for gases that hint at biology, while probes sample icy moons for chemical signs of metabolism. Radio observatories will listen for patterns that nature rarely produces by chance. Careful protocols will check for contamination and false positives before any claim. Even a single confirmed microbe beyond Earth would reshape biology and philosophy overnight. If a signal arrives, treaties and scientific councils will guide a thoughtful response. The process will be slow, but the stakes make patience wise. Whether we find neighbors or not, the search will teach us how rare and precious life is. Studying barren worlds shows how many conditions must align for water, air, and stable climates. Comparing Earth's history with other planets reveals how thin the margins are for habitability. This perspective sharpens the value of protecting wetlands, forests, and soils that support us quietly. Schools can use the cosmic context to inspire care for local rivers and skies. Artists and writers will translate that awe into stories that move people to act. Knowing the odds makes gratitude and responsibility feel urgent, not abstract. Planetary protection will become a core ethic to ensure we explore without causing harm. Spacecraft will be sterilized to avoid seeding other worlds with Earth microbes that could disrupt native chemistry or biology. Return samples will be handled in secure labs so nothing dangerous escapes into our environment. Clear rules and inspections will balance curiosity with caution, much like biosecurity in medical research. Transparency builds trust among nations and with the public. Training will include ethics alongside engineering, so teams recognize dilemmas before they escalate. Responsible exploration keeps possibilities open for all. Terraforming research could show us how to heal our world before attempting to reshape others. Experiments in closed habitats teach how to cycle air, water, and nutrients with minimal waste. Models that predict planetary climate respond equally well to smarter land use and energy choices here on Earth. Methods to trap carbon in rock or soil may stabilize both a future Mars and today's farms. Monitoring systems designed for alien landscapes can help track forests and oceans more precisely. The more we practice stewardship at home, the wiser we will be elsewhere. Learning to fix one planet is the best preparation for tending another. Humans may evolve biologically or technologically as medicine and engineering expand what bodies can do. Gene editing could remove inherited diseases, while implants restore lost senses or add new ones. Exoskeletons might boost strength for heavy work and protect aging joints from strain. Neural links could speed communication with tools, making complex tasks feel more like thought than typing. These changes raise questions about access and fairness, so public debate and careful rules will matter. Cultures will adapt at different speeds, blending tradition with new abilities. However it unfolds, the aim is to reduce suffering and expand healthy possibility. The very definition of being human may broaden as AI and enhanced consciousness join our communities. People may work on teams where some members are biological, some digital, and some blended. Rights and responsibilities will need clear framing so dignity does not depend on origin or hardware. Schools and courts will learn to handle new kinds of memory, attention, and identity with patience and care. Art and ritual will help make room for these experiences, giving a language to feelings that do not fit old categories. Shared values like empathy and honesty can bridge differences in form. Humanity becomes a circle that can grow without losing its center. Even with rapid change, love, curiosity, and connection will stay at the heart of human life. Families will still celebrate first steps, graduations, and quiet dinners that stitch days together. Friends will still offer comfort during illness and laughter after hard weeks. Scientists and children will still ask why the sky looks the way it does and what lies beyond the next hill. These motives guide how we use our tools, steering inventions toward care rather than harm. When choices get complicated, returning to these simple drives can clarify the path. Our oldest strengths continue to light the way forward. Future generations may see this era as the dawn of a spacefaring civilization. When the first steady bridges left Earth, they will study the early rockets and small habitats, the way we study caravels and first radios. Museums may display worn gloves from lunar builders and notebooks from mission planners who solved problems with grit and patience. Students will trace the moment when separate national programs began to share stations, tools, and maps. The stories will emphasize teamwork over individual fame because no one gets to the stars alone. Remembering our first steps will help them take bolder ones with care. Every innovation today plants a seed that can grow into tomorrow's routine. A lab prototype becomes a clinic device once costs fall and training spreads. A pilot project in a small town becomes national policy when results are clear and neighbors take note. Teachers adopt new methods after seeing a colleague succeed with a tough class. Engineers refine designs after users explain what actually happens at home and at work. Small wins add up when people copy what works and improve it together. Progress often looks like patient gardening rather than sudden leaps. Even in uncertain times, history shows a drift toward understanding and cooperation when people keep talking. After crises, countries have built new rules for safety, trade, and health that reduce future risks. Scientific communities share data across borders because truth gains power when many eyes test it. Cities twin with distant partners to exchange ideas on transit, schools, and clean water. Diplomacy is slow, but it prevents problems that would cost far more to fix later. Each treaty, standard, and shared protocol is a thread added to a stronger net. Collaboration becomes the default when it proves its worth. The challenges ahead are serious, yet human resilience is a reliable companion. Communities rebuild after storms by leaning on neighbors, volunteers, and simple routines that restore normal life. Medical teams learn from each emergency and carry those lessons into the next response. Workers reinvent themselves when industries change, especially when training and support are close at hand. Artists and faith leaders help people find meaning in hardship so energy returns for the next step. Resilience is not toughness alone. It is flexibility, connection, and a plan. With those in place, setbacks become chapters, not endings. The night sky reminds us how vast the future can be and how much remains possible. Looking up, we see light that left its star before any person wrote history, yet it reaches us now. That scale puts daily worries in context and invites longer thinking about what we build. Astronomers and storytellers both translate that view into hope and caution, urging patience and care. Children who learn constellations may later design missions that visit those points of light. Wonder feeds effort, and effort turns into new tools and new questions. The sky is a mirror that reflects our potential. Humanity's story is only beginning, and each generation writes a new chapter with the tools it inherits. Our ancestors mastered fire, farming, and writing. We are learning clean energy, digital craft, and spaceflight. The themes remain familiar: how to live well together, how to treat the weak, how to steward land and sea. If we choose wisely, the next chapters can feature sturdier democracies, fairer economies, and healthier ecosystems. The plot improves when more authors join, adding voices long kept at the margins. A broader chorus can spot mistakes early and offer better ideas. The book grows richer as it welcomes more hands. Falling asleep, thinking about the future can bring peace because it frames change as growth rather than loss. A quiet mind pictures challenges as puzzles with partners ready to help solve them. Gratitude for small, steady improvements steadies the breath and relaxes the body. Planning tomorrow's first step, one call, one list, one kind word, makes the path feel manageable. Rest then becomes a bridge, carrying today's hope into morning energy. In that rhythm, progress and calm support each other. Night closes gently, and the next day opens with purpose.